There you go.
Okay, this piece came from my great aunt Kate. She lived in a cottage which had no running water and for a while not even any electricity. And she used this as her bathroom. She had a pitcher and a bowl here on top. Those are long gone. And of course, right in here is where she kept her chamber pot that she would use during the night. And then there are drawers that you could just put stuff into. My mother got it first. She wanted it. And she painted it. And she used it until she died. And then I took it because I thought, well, it's a handy thing to store stuff in.
Like the phone book. I remember the phone book used to be down there.
Yeah, it did used to be in there.
Huh.
This stand here belonged to my Aunt Eleanor. And she had a house, she had a very small apartment. And she had this, and she had an artificial flower arrangement on it. It was in her front hall. And so I took it because I liked it, and looks like it needs to be cleaned up a bit. I think I could polish it. But I'm hoping that the Historical Society will be able to use it since they just bought a new house, a large house.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little,
What does it say? Little Wonder.
yeah, these two little records got left when Frank took all of the other records because he got the record player. And the things that I left in here, I thought that maybe the Historical Society would like if they wanted to do a display of things from, say, the 40s or the 50s, because that's when this stuff is from. I saved old stuff. Some interesting things in here. I'm not sure what it does, but here it is. It does something. And here's a little
Pincushion?
pincushion that somebody, I don't know where my mother got it. It could probably just be trimmed off there. Looks like maybe, I don't know if the mice were in it or not, but.
Oh, gee, still bleeding.
Oh no.
Dear.
So we got some mending fabric, we've got patterns. Now you can make bound buttonholes, yay. And all sorts of things in here. There's a belt and buckle kit when we used to make belts and buckles.
Wow.
You had to put fabric over this, and then there are eyelets to put in there, and the other part of it is right here in the middle. You can't see it, but it's still in there. Never got used.
Oh.
All sorts of things. How to sew knits. Wool wisdom, what you do with wool. That green paint is actually on there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's probably supposed to be a woman.
Right, right. Is that a maraca? What is that?
No, that is an egg for mending socks.
Oh.
You put the sock on there, and then you can just sew right on it, and it's
Oh.
got a hard background, which makes it easier to do. We don't mend socks anymore.
Right.
But back when that sock egg was used, we took care of everything. We didn't have that many clothes, and what we had we took great care of because we just couldn't afford to buy new ones.
So, and then the golf clubs here.
Yeah, and those golf clubs belonged to my great aunts.
Ooh.
And I know they were using them as of the 1890s. I believe that a lot of them are handmade,
Oh.
and they have the type they are. If we clean off the bottoms, we will find it written on there what kind it is. And they don't call them clubs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the way they do now. They all had names, Niblick, and I don't remember what.
Mashie, Niblick is
Mashie,
one,
yeah. So that's where
Let's
these
see,
came
what
from.
does this one say? We'll focus on there. It says Fred Grieve beveled sole patented pacemaker 2 pluses. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, these may not be the ones that were handmade. These may be some of the ones that they bought. But
You notice the handles are leather wound, wrapped.
Ah.
yeah. I used them a few times.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when I didn't have anything else and wanted to try golf. This This one has got some sort of an inset in it. Okay, let's see. This is a Spalding. Ladies, 1010. It's a brassy. Made out of brass. So I'm thinking the Historical Society might have some use for those, especially if we can dig up the bag and give them that too.
Mm-hmm.
The bag is leather and it's white.
Oh,
Or
I
at least
haven't
it
seen
was
that.
white.